Hey guys, I'm Sahil from Chronistic, and this is the Micromax Yu Yureka. It's a Cyanogen OS based Micromax smartphone that they released in January. Now it's been making waves since it hit the market, so I just wanted to check it out once. So let's just continue with the unboxing. Now Micromax, in collaboration with the brand Yu, has made this phone Yu Yureka, and it's one of the prime contenders of Micromax right now in the Indian market. It's been selling a lot lately because of the good features. It's powered by one of the best Android systems out there, and it's called the Cyanogen OS. Cyanogen OS is the same OS that powers the OnePlus One 2. Now let's check out the box. It has a blue logo on the side and there are specifications written on the back. We'll just go and check out the specifications. Now the processor it hosts is a Snapdragon 615 1.5 GHz octa-core processor. Now there are only two phones that have this processor, and the Yureka is one of the first phones to have this processor. The GPU is an Adreno 405 550 MHz GPU. The screen is a 5.5-inch HD 720 pixel display, and it has a pixel density of 267 pixels per inch, which seems to be quite less. Now the memory on this phone is 16 GB in the form of ROM, that's the storage space, out of which you'll be getting probably 11.55 or 12 GB, and the RAM is 2 GB DDR3, out of which there's 1917 MB available for the users. Now the phone has two cameras. One is the front 5 megapixel camera, one is the 13 megapixel rear camera, which is powered by the Sony XMOR RS sensor. Now as I said earlier too, the phone is powered by Cyanogen OS that's based on 4.4.4. Now we can hope to receive a Lollipop update soon, as Cyanogen is known for their updates and their performance. It has a Wi-Fi BGN adapter with the Bluetooth 4.0 and USB 2.0 ports. Now it comes with a Cyanogen logo. It even has the 4G LTE support, which only a few contenders have in the same category. The battery on this phone is 2500 mAh, that's more than the Nexus 5, and it's written that it will provide 8 hours, and there's a star. Now I don't know what that star means, but I guess there's something we'll find out later. Now the video capabilities of the camera is a 1080 pixels, that's full HD recording and playback. Now inside the box is the phone, the battery, the documentation, earphones, charger, and the cable. Now let's open this box and see what's inside. So all the things that are kept inside are packed with the Yu branding on them. Let's open all that stuff and see. Now these are the earphones and they seem pretty nice. The build quality of the earphones is fine. It's not too rigid, so you'll have to take care of it a little, and they also have the Yu branding. I actually like this Yu branding on all things. It's kind of cool. It's flat and it's really good. And yeah, there's one thing for sure, that you'll stand out of the rest because of these branding things. Now the overall build quality of the earphones is quite fine, but the button is not that good. It looks a little bit cheap, but keeping the price tag in mind, that's only 9,000 rupees. You have to take care of all that thing and cut up on the production costs. So I think it is a good thing, and I'll give you the review of how the earphones sound in the next review video that's coming up. Now the conductor in earphones is made of silver and not gold like we generally see in other earphones. Now let's check out the charger. The charger is same as we get even in the Nexus 5. There's not much difference. There's an LED on the top and there's information written at the back. I'll just read the information to you. It says it's a travel charger and the model is A05510. Now the input on this thing is only 1.0 amperes, but there's one good thing about it. You can get yourself a fast charger. I checked on the Qualcomm Snapdragon website, and the Qualcomm Snapdragon 615 supports fast charging, so you should be able to get a fast charger and make it work with your phone without short circuiting or spoiling anything or any component of your phone. And this is even dated. I think that's for warranty purposes and all that. Let's check out the USB cable. This looks a little bit cheap. There's not much of a quality and there's not much of all that stuff. But yeah, it's fine. Again, keeping all that price things in mind, I think it's fine. Everything in this pack has a branding. Every single thing. There's nothing that does not have a branding. Even the wires, the cables, the microphones, everything. But that's cool. They're just promoting the brand. And there's one more thing. I don't know what this is. This seems like a SIM insertion tray or something like that. I've seen it in phones, but yeah, I think it's a SIM insert. I'll let you know what this is in the next video. Till then, so this is the user manual. You guys don't really read it these days, but yeah, it's actually good for those who are just starting to use an Android, so you might want to go ahead and read this, and this might prove beneficial to you. So I'm just gonna throw it away, whoosh, and it's done. So this is our information. No one reads it. I don't know why I'm even doing this. Let's just skip through this. This is the warranty card. Yeah, you can just fill it up and keep it with you. It might help you when you need it. Now let's check out the phone. Now the phone has very glossy screen and it has quite big bezels as compared to many other phones in the market. And there's one camera on the right side of the screen. The quality of the screen in this way looks pretty nice. There's a home button below it, and I think there are touch sensitive buttons, basically the capacitive buttons that light up when you switch your phone on. There should be a back button and a recents button, including this main circular home button. Now the power button seems pretty nice. It's like one of the buttons that I have on my Nexus. There's not much difference of the button quality and all that stuff. Sports a 13 megapixel rear shooter, and it should get you through all your images quite nice, as it's a Sony Exmor RS sensor, and Sony has a reputation for making good sensors, so I think the camera will be fine. And it has a speaker on the back. It's a loudspeaker, and we know about Micromax that they make pretty good speakers and pretty loud speakers, so I think this should be having a very good sound as compared to other phones these days which generally don't have much good sound. And there's a charging port beneath the phone that you can plug your charger in and charge your phone, and there's one microphone port too. Now this part is the volume control. You can control your volume from here, and on the back we have the camera again and the LED, and as I said, there's one hole for the speaker that acts as a noise cancellation speakers. There are dual speakers on all the phones that have the noise cancellation feature, and there's the U logo again on the phone too. But this is pretty nice. It actually looks very cool in light blue color. I really like the flat logo and stuff. It's really cute. The overall build quality of the phone is pretty nice and it feels sturdy. The back is very soft. It's something like the back on OnePlus One, but in a more softer version. It's very smooth and it does attract oil marks and all that. I just opened the phone and I got a lot of marks off my thumbs and my fingers on the phone, so I had to clean to be featured in the video. So I know that it does attract all those thumb marks. The overall look and feel of the phone is very nice. Obviously it can't be premium, keeping the price in mind, and this is made of a plastic compound and it's actually sturdy. The weight of this phone is less than my Nexus 5. It feels lighter than my Nexus 5. The edges of the phone are rounded and very smooth, and it feels really nice in hands. The grip is a little bit slippery and it's not that good, so you might want to take precaution when holding this phone, or otherwise it might slip off your hands. Now this is the speaker and the front facing 5 megapixel shooter. I'll be checking the camera quality of the front and the back speakers in my next video, and it'll be a full in-depth review video, so make sure you check it out, as there are many parts of the phone that I'll be covering in the video. Now let's boot up the phone and see what it has. Now the boot animation is the standard Cyanogen boot animation, and the lock screen is also the standard Cyanogen lock screen. It's the Cyanogen CM11S lock screen that was also on the OnePlus One, so I think it's just like a port of CM11S for the Micromax Yu Yureka. Now I'll just go ahead and check the settings. It feels exactly like the AOSP ROM. Now it has the build number KTU84Q, and it directly depends on the Android AOSP builds which are released by Google for the Nexus series, and Cyanogen directly builds their OSs with reference to the AOSP builds. This has the Android 4.4.4 KitKat, and it will get a lollipop in the near future, and there's not much time before we get the lollipop for this thing. The buttons on this thing are capacitive. There's one back button, one home button, and one recents button. The phone feels really smooth. The transitions are very fluid. There's no lag whatsoever, and the best part of the Cyanogen is it supports custom themes, and we can change any theme we want, and it has a really good theming engine. I really like the Cyanogen mod theming engine. It completely changes the look and the feel of the phone, unlike the other OEMs that do not provide a theming engine. So this is one of the best features that you should check out at the very first, and this is the theme that originally came with the phone. I just changed it when I opened it, so I present you the original theme of Micromax Yu Yureka. There are a lot of customization options which you can choose to customize your phone in many ways. There's dynamic status bar, heads up notification, on-screen navigation buttons, custom profiles. Now I'll just check out the camera of this thing. The camera is pretty nice and the zoom is actually great. I didn't expect the camera to be so good on this thing. It can actually zoom to a very good level, and the camera is same as the OnePlus One. There are effects that go down, so you can change the effects as they go down. And this, let's take a photo and see how it looks. The photo quality is actually good on this thing, and this is one of the best features that I like in the Cyanogen Mod 11. You can change the brightness of the screen by just hovering over the status bar, but for that you have to activate the status bar hover feature by just touching on the status bar, but for that you have to activate that feature in brightness settings. And there's one more thing that comes in form of customizations, is that you can change your battery style, and you can even change its position if you want to keep it on the left, the right or the center. And these are one of the premium features of the Cyanogen mod. So Cyanogen has really worked their way in the Indian industry, and I hope that this phone will be a game changer for Micromax in the Indian smartphone industry, and it might probably reserve them a place head to head with the leading smartphone manufacturers. Until now, this is one of the best smartphones in this category, and there is no phone out there that has the same specifications as the Micromax Yu Yureka. That's all guys. The phone has left me with a really good first impression. I'll be using it for some days. I'll be doing a full in-depth video and a benchmarks video, so make sure you check out my videos. And if there's anything that you want to ask me, just leave it in the comment section below. And if there's anything that you would want me to do in the further videos too, just leave it in the comment section below too. I'll make sure that I include it in my next video. So stay tuned to my channel, subscribe to my channel, and give me a thumbs up if you like the video. This is Chrono6 signing out.